So this case is write down. Write down means part 1. Okay, so maybe you want to highlight. It's just writing down the upper bound, lower bound. So in this case, it's just adjustment of the values. Are the units the same? If they are same, then you can adjust immediately. If they are different, you need to make them the same. So you just write 2 arrows. Adjust 0.5 up and 0.5 down. So this is 6.5 cm, of course. And then this is 0.5 down. So this is 5.5 centimeter. Can we check it visually? Yes, absolutely. How to check visually? This value right here is right in the middle. So you can see this is 6.0, right? 5.5, 6.0, 6.5. So this is absolutely correct. So you're going to write 32 minutes. Adjust up and down right now. What is it? Very good. So this is very fast, 32.5 and 31.5 indeed. So always check visually. 32 is right in the middle, yeah? 32 kg rounded to the nearest kg. So I can see that the units are the same. Everybody do C right now together. Be the same. So this is going to be 0.5 up. So you write 32.5 kg. And then 0.5 value down. So this is going to be 31.5 kg. So always check visually that 32.0 is right in the middle. 9.2 centimeter is actually 92 millimeter. Because you need to change to this. Once it's already in millimeter, then you can safely adjust 0.5 up and 0.5 down. So you will get 92.5 mm. And then you can write 91.5 Now everybody use a different color. I teach you a shortcut. Like 9.2, isn't it the 0.2 is the millimeter remark over there? The 9 in front is centimeter. The 0.2 at the back is millimeter. So you just write 9.2 centimeter. When you adjust to the nearest millimeter, just add 0.05. So it's like this, 9.25. And then this one is 9.15 centimeter. So basically, it's the same. You see, when you change 92.5 into centimeter, it's going to get this. When you change 91.5 millimeter to centimeter, it's going to get this. If you want to round to 1 decimal place, you always need to have the second decimal place value. This will be rounded to 7.8, right? This one will be rounded to 7.7. How do we know? Because you need to know the second decimal place value. So very simple. If you see the question asks you round to 1 decimal place, you give 2 decimal place. So question E, 7.7 centimeter. Adjust to 7.75. And finally, this is 7.65 centimeter. Rounding to 1 decimal place, you need to give 2 decimal place. Rounding to 3 significant figures, you need 4 significant figures. So you guys are absolutely correct in the chat box. When you round it to 3 significant figure, it will be like this, 2.635. And the bottom half will be 2.625. I want to correct to 1 decimal place. So I need to give 2 decimal places, right? 62.9 grams. Upper bound value, lower bound value is 62.95. Don't forget the units. 62.85 gram. Check visually, 9.0 is right in the middle. So I can see that, the question is asking about seconds. And they ask us to correct to the nearest second. So it's tally, yeah, same unit. Then I can begin immediately. 476 second, rounded to 476.5 second. And lastly, 4.75.5, right? Check question I, 4.94 meter, correct to the nearest 3 significant figures. So you need to give 4 significant figures. 4.945. 4.935 meter. Next and the last, J. Kilometer and the other one is meter. I knew the units are not the same, so your job is always to make kilometer to meter first. So everybody know, right? Kilometer to meter is times 1000. So you're going to make this into 245 meter. Upper bound, lower bound values. So this is 245.5. And then the lower bound value is 244.5. If I want my units to be in kilometer, so you just need to change this back to kilometer. Supposingly, it can become 0.2455. And the bottom value will be 0.2445. So once again, you can always get the answer to be meter first, and then only you change to kilometer, respectively. Minimum possible means lower bound value. Okay. For the total mass of 20 cartons, but one carton, how much? They say 1.2 kilogram. Correct to the two significant figures. So once again, the working is something like this. You write the 1.2 kg. Then you do the two arrow as usual. Okay, as usual. If you want to do two significant figure, you need to give three significant figures. So you just write like this. Okay, you just write like this first. Next, calculate the minimum possible value, lower bound. I want to know the lower bound means I take the value which will give me the lowest possible answer. Do not take 1.25. 1.25 is larger than 1.15. So select 1.15 and times 20. Because each carton is now 1.15 rather than 1.2. I think this is going to get you 23 kilogram. Everybody please check. No matter what, we adjust value, then only slowly think, okay? So the cost of making a necklace is $134, correct to the nearest dollar, okay. Calculate the upper and lower bounds for the cost of making 150 necklaces. So the moment I see a value, quickly adjust it up and down. 1, 2, 4. Adjust. Do you guys know how to adjust? 124.5. How do I know? Unit must be the same, right? If the units are the same, then you can go ahead and adjust. So this is going to be 123.5. Upper means highest possible answer. Lower means the lowest possible answer. Why don't we do upper bound first? Upper bound is, take this because I want my answer to be as large as possible, times 150. Then we can use calculator to assist us. $18675. Meanwhile, lower bound, it's gonna take this value. So 123.5 times 150. Get the calculator to assist. $18525. 18525. Okay, everybody check answer. Well, you guys are pretty good. Okay, I will select a harder question because all this very easy, right? Okay, it's time to do harder question. Let me select. I can see it very quick. What is the meaning of upper bound in this sentence? Highest and largest value. Thank you so much. Everybody write this. Largest answer. 4.5 meter per second, rounded to one decimal place. So everybody do this. 4.55. And this one it's a 4.45, right? And this is for you. Ready? Next one. Why don't we adjust for V? 10.2 meter per second, right? Correct to one decimal place. You have to purposely give me two decimal place. So it's 10.25. And the other one is 10.15. Agree? T is 3.6 second. Correct to one decimal place, you have to purposely give me two decimal places. So 3.65. And finally, 3.55. Do you guys agree? Part 2 is to use the formula or know which formula to use. Since this question is about A is V minus U over T is already given, copy. A lot of students, when they see the word upper bound, you selected the upper bound value. No, that's not how it works. How it works, it all depending on the formula. If there is a minus, you have to be careful. If there is a divide, you have to be careful. So let's show you. Use the larger value for V. So who is the larger value for V? Focus, 10.25 or 10.15? Of course, 10.25. Minus, when you see a minus, have to be very careful. Okay, tell me, minus 4.55 better or minus 4.45 better? I want my answer to be as large as possible. 0.45, thank you. So you see, not all the time select the upper one, select the lower adjustment. So minus, you have to choose the lower one. Okay, now dividing by a t. So dividing by 3.65 is better, or dividing by 3.55 is getting me the larger value. By 3.55 to get me as large as possible. So why don't we do this on the calculator? Your calculator didn't say 1.633. Your calculator never say 1.634. Your calculator says 1.633802817, and this is the final answer. This is the final answer. Anyone who submit 1.633 wrong, 1.634 wrong, 1.6338 wrong, you must submit everything. This is the specialty of this chapter. Those that didn't submit the full answer will be given wrong. Only for this chapter. If you really like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more mathematics tips and tricks. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.